It's a funny old thing, repaints. Because like I've had this guy for quite a while, and I was just kind of bored with him. So thank goodness, and by goodness I mean Hasbro, for this guy. This is RID Skywarp. Now I have watched a couple episodes of RID, but I gave up on it because I just have other things I wanted to get on with in my life. And so I don't really know if Skywarp appeared in the show, but I don't really care because the toy is awesome. So check him out, all G1 color accurate. I absolutely adore this color scheme. Now, as I was saying on the mold, I think this guy really owns the crap out of the mold. Not to say the Starscream is boring, but he is compared to this guy. And it is just the same head sculpt and everything, but like, it's a different paint, so therefore it's a different toy. So yeah, Skywarp is one pretty pimpin' robot. I love the black and the purple. Like, it just gives him such a regal feeling. The yellow's good, it is on black plastic, so it is a little tricky, and with the way that the backpack transforms, I would be really careful about right in here chipping off some of that marvelous yellow paint. His articulation is actually really good. His head rotates side to side. There is no up and down, which I'm kind of okay with. I mean, I don't really need Skywarp to look up. His shoulders will go all the way around, but they do get blocked by the backpack. I guess that's a Seeker thing. Who knows? They go out that far and in that far. The elbows are on a ball joint. You get a nice range of motion there. And the wrists, they just fold. There's no movement outside of that. Nothing at the waist due to the way that it transforms. Hips go out about that far and back that far. Again, they hit up against the wings. The knees, technically he's got a double jointed knee. Well, I mean, physically he has a double jointed knee. But the one is mainly for transformation. So the proper knee is right here. That's all you get out of a single knee. But if you break the sculpt and break the transformation, you can get a double knee more back here, which is weird. And his feetums twiddle. You can point his toes if you want, which is really good for like flying poses or the like, you know, if you wanted to have him going like, you know, you can have gravity work on his feet. Also, another thing about the articulation is you can sort of put these wings where you want them. On Starscream, I liked having them up here, just to give him sort of a difference. I do kind of pull them parallel to the arms, so he has them sticking off the arms like that. I think that's a cool look. For accessories, all he's really coming with are his null ray cannons, and these things are tiny. I mean, they work, they look like laser guns, and they're nice and purple, but part of me wishes that they were in black. Just showing you what I mean, these are Starscream's guns, and they are kind of a bronze color, but they look a lot better than the purple ones, I think. It just plays better. The darker colors on the light purple biceps just look so much better. For some size comparisons, here you have RID Skywarp, and here you have the classic Skywarp, and as you can see, they're about the same size. And here's Titan's Return Highbrow. Here he is with the Transformers Collectors Club. I believe his name is Ramjet. He is a repaint of the Armada Starscream, the deluxe, one that came out for Generations a few years ago. And because it's a staple of my reviews, and MP10. I don't know why this became a thing. One thing I did just realize, and this is because the peg hole is across the generations, it's the same thing. He can nick the Seeker mold's weapons. So you can give this guy the giant null ray cannons from the deluxe Voyager that came out. That is awesome. The purple is a little different because he is more of a deep purple, and the classic Skywarp is more of a bright purple. It's kind of weird. It's a weird kind of plum color. It's weird. Kind of reminds me of the animated guy with the swept forward arms and the really ridiculous cannons on the side. Maybe it's just me. Here we have one very, very, very nice jet mode. Now, one thing that I will say is I believe we're already starting to see some mold degradation. Like back here with the arms, one of these just doesn't really tab in all that well. At least it doesn't tab in as securely as it did on Screamer. And the wings up here I find come undone rather more easily than I'd like, but it's not really a problem for me because I don't display my planes in vehicle mode. As you can see, this is a nice yellow cockpit, very reminiscent of the G1 toy, and this is yellow paint on black plastic, so getting it that vibrant and that bright is really, really nice. Something that really pops on this guy. The purple on this is just brought to the front. It complements the black really nicely, and it's got a metallic sheen, but it's also very much a flat purple. What I mean by that is it's not a glossy, it's not a very shiny, but it does have metallic flake. It's very subtle and it's not going to come across on my camera. But another thing that I really like, those Decepticon logos. If you turn them around this way, they are so sharp and so nice. They do kind of look movie-verse to me, but that's fine. Now, I really don't like describing what you can see with your naked eye, but here's Skywarp and here is Starscream. And I'm sorry, but Starscream is not a patch on Skywarp. He just pops so much better. He's so much more interesting than Starscream. Starscream's just this kind of gray, kind of pearlescent silver. And it looks good for Starscream, but like, Starscream is my least favorite Seeker, so it's just kind of bleh. For some size comparisons, in vehicle mode, here you have Skywarp, the RID Skywarp, and here you have the classic Skywarp. Here is Highbrow, and TFCC Ramjet. So overall, I really dig Skywarp over Starscream, and I'm hoping that we get a Thundercracker mold out of this guy, because it would just look so nice. This is a very nice planeformer mode, and it's barely got any underkibble. I mean, that's amazing for a planeformer. To have that little underkibble is really good. And I really like the figure. The swept forward wings are kind of weird, but I got used to it in animated, so makes sense. So, as I said before, you can give him classic Skywarp's weapons, but it just looks really dumb. And like I said, it doesn't really tab in up here, so the mass of these weapons pulls the wings back. In order to get them looking any good, like straight, you have to like de-transform the wings, and it's weird. But come on, this toy's not meant to have these weapons, so give it a pass. The best thing that I can do to sort of show you what I mean by his null ray should have been black is to rob them off of his mold mate, RID Starscream. And they're more of a metallic bronze, but you get my point. They just look really good if they were all black. And that's really a lot with RID Skywarp. I really enjoy him, and I highly recommend him. If you can find him, pick him up. And pick up Soundwave as well. So, anyway guys, this has been Rocktimus Prime with RID Skywarp. Hoping you guys have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Take care, guys.